Guys, we're back. FPL Penguin is back. Game week 37, double game week 37 video for you all. And a few of you requested this video. I know we're a few weeks away from double game week 37, but I did a poll and you guys wanted to see, some of you wanted to see a best free hit team for double game week 37. So here it is, guys. So here it is. And if you do enjoy this video, guys, hit the like button and do subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Share it with your mates. Really do appreciate the support as always, guys. It really means a lot. So I'm going to go straight into this, guys. This is what I've come up with to help you guys. If I start a free hit and if I was going to play it in double game week 37, this is the team I'd go for. So obviously we're going to have a look at the bench in a minute. I want you to kind of ignore the bench, but we'll talk about one of them in a minute. We'll give you a bit of a look at the bench just right now. So we'll get to that in a minute. What's important, the bench isn't important. What's important is the first 11 you can see right down the screen. So these are the players that I picked. We know I've gone for Martinez in goal because I know Aston Villa looking 50-50 with clean sheets. They got a clean sheet against, was it Leicester away? The game week that's still going now. And they got Crystal Palace and Burnley at home. Remember this man, Martinez. He was rocking it. Was it last season? His price went up this season, and he was doing very, very well, very, very cheap last season as well in his debut season for the Villa. I think it was last season, and what a sign he was for them last season. But this season not been as Mr. Safe Hands or the defensive wise in front of the defensive line. But I think it's a punt worth taking. He's got Crystal Palace and Burnley at home, both at home, and these they're not relegation threatened, but the fans are starting to get in the back now and would want them to get the wins. Definitely 6 points in total against these two teams in this game week. So I've gone for him. He's got a double game week. I prefer him over Schmeichel, who has Chelsea and Watford in that double. And then you've got Everton. Pickford. Who wants Pickford? Who wants Everton? But I've gone for Martinez. I think he's a punt worth taking. I think he's a nice one to go for. Also, as well, we've got the back line. We've got the Crystal Palace defender. I'm not even going to pronounce his name because I'm probably going to screw it up. But he's done really, really well. Really, 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 really well. And I believe he's in the call-up to the England team as well. And he's been a very, very good signing for Crystal Palace. He really has. He's got Villa away and Everton away. And I think, he's an aerial threat. He can score goals. Quite cheap. I think get on him. If you're on a free hit, definitely get him in your team. Take full advantage of these double game week players. I know a lot of the single game week players, that's why you can see a lot of them there could obviously do better than the double game week players. But I think Crystal Palace have been a very good informed team at the moment this season. Vieira's really got them going. He really has. And so I think it's a good one to go for. Like I said, he's an aerial threat. He can cause some problems for the opposing team, definitely. Everton away. Everton, what can we say about them? They'll connect more and more, getting closer to the championship, aren't they? So they'll be trying to want to win that game, Everton. But Crystal Palace could ruin the party. Crystal Palace, really, really good team, really informed team. Definitely a lovely shout to go for the Crystal Palace defender. City-wise, Cancel and Laporte, relatively the most nailed on there in that City back line. At the moment, we know they still got Champions League, so we're yet to see if they beat Real Madrid in these two legs. I think that they play before that double game 37. So if they're going to stay on around, if they're going to get to the final, hopefully Real Madrid beat them. So Cancel and Laporte are two lovely options to go for. Cancel can do what he offers to the attacking front for that attacking line for City. Laporte, he's an aerial threat as well. Get those aerial threat like centre backs in your team, guys. And City going in for that title, only 1 point difference between them and Liverpool. So it's double City defence. You can't go wrong there for that. We know Liverpool are blanking in that game week as well, so gives you a bit more options and a bit more flair to add. A bit more flexibility with money, doesn't it? And we move on to the midfield now. We've also got Coutinho. Now, Coutinho's been 50-50 under the Gerrard era, but I think it's a punt worth taking. You've got Crystal Palace. You've got Burnley, like I said, and it's going to be very interesting. I know I've got like a Villa goalkeeper, a Crystal Palace defender, attacker, and then an attacker from Palace and Villa. But you know, they have got another fixture as well. So I think it's a punt worth taking this double game week. There are not many that have that double game week and that double fixtures in that double game week. So I think Coutinho, he offers a lot of flair. These two fixtures that Villa can really, really attack and try and do something. And Coutinho always seems to be one. We know he takes set pieces as well, so that's always a bonus, as we know. So I think he's definitely still worth a punt. Son's in there. We'll talk about this quickly. Son and Kulusevski. Definitely lovely, lovely players. Kulusevski's been a lovely gem for Spurs. Any people that owned him in FPL, lovely gem. I can imagine his price going up next season for hard as getting him in our teams. But I think you've got to go. We'll talk about him then, as well as Kane as well. We'll talk about Kane as well. You've got to go for triple Spurs attack. I know Spurs 50-50 can bottle games. And they did lose. Did they lose to Burnley away? Quite recently, quite a few, about a month or two ago, away from home. So Burnley trying to stay up as well will be a tough game. But I think if you want to take a punt, we know what Spurs are like attacking wise, and I think is a punt worth taking. I think it's a punt worth taking. It's risky. Maybe just go for double Spurs attack. But if you want to be bold, crazy, and just go for it, I don't hate it. I think we know what Son and Kane in Kulo, they link up well. So if you're on a free hit, take full advantage of it, mate. Guys, go for it. So we've got Maddison there too. Watford, going to be relegated by looks of it. They're leaking in goals. Maddison always in that pinnacle, in that that attacking front for Leicester. And I think Maddison, I know he's rotation as well. So is Barnes. So you can't really win because they're both threatened rotation. But I think Maddison's the best one to go for, just about. So I think he offers a bit more on that attacking front. So definitely look at maybe Maddison. Definitely for because we know Chelsea conceding goals, lost to Arsenal at home, lost to Brentford at home. They're conceding goals, aren't they? They're conceding a lot of goals. So I think definitely take full advantage and maybe go for Maddison. Definitely. Don't be scared of that Chelsea game. Don't be scared of it. Also want Wolf Zaha as well. It's either him or Mateta, but Zaha's always nailed on, isn't he? He's always nailed on. Mateta's getting rotated with Eddie. So I think maybe just stick with Zaha. I think he takes penalties as well. Is he taking penalties, Zaha? So I think you take full advantage of that. He's got Everton as well. Everton looking shaky, and anyone could score against them. And but yeah, I think you can't go wrong with Zaha in your team as well. Like I said, I talk about Kane, and Tony's interesting one. He's got Everton away. I just fancy anyone against Everton, really. I fancy anyone. I think since they've had Eriksen added to their squad, I think that's made Tony a better player. He takes those pieces, I believe, Eriksen. It's really made them better, and he's linking up well with Tony as well. So I think you can't go for Tony against Everton away. Everton, come on. I go for it, guys. Go for it, definitely. So, like I was saying about the bench, it's not important. What's important is the first 11. But if you wanted to be really bold and maybe go for Janssen, I even fancy Brentford getting a clean sheet against Everton. I really do. God knows what you want to go for. Maybe swapping for Kula or maybe Zaha, and maybe it looked like this a classic 4-4-2, old school 4-4-2. Maybe go for that. But I think maybe take full advantage of the attack and maybe just go for Wilf instead. But I think that in my opinion, that's my favorite. That's my favorite best free hit I can think of, guys. That's what I'd recommend. Let me know in the comments what you think, guys. What you think of this team. But yeah, I've been the FPL Penguin. Please, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Please do subscribe as well. Really appreciate it. And let me know. Hit me up in the comments as well, guys. And share this video with your mates. And yeah, guys, thanks so much. And take care.